Happy New Year. How's everybody doing on those New Year's resolutions? Well, I didn't make a whole lot this year because they don't usually do me a lot of good, but I have made a few, and one is I am going to start trying to educate adults. I've spent my lifetime educating young children, and I think it's time I made the switch to adults. And guess who my students are? You. So that's my goal this year, is to educate as many people as I can on CBD products and how they can help you to have a more productive life. So look out, because here I come. I'm still going to teach the littles too, because they have a special place in my heart, but I'm going to branch out a little bit. I didn't make that resolution about exercise because that doesn't usually get me very far after the first week or so, but I do have something that I started this morning. And a year or so ago, I bought this little bicycle right here, and I bought it when we were in Lubbock visiting my mother-in-law. And the reason I bought it was because I hate to travel. So my thought was, when we started home, that I could just ride this little thing, pedal it all the way to Weatherford, and that would keep me moving and give me exercise too. Well, it didn't work out so well because there wasn't enough room in the car. So then I thought, well, I sit at my desk so much that I'll do that while I'm working, teaching, getting ready for the next day, writing reports. Well, that didn't work too well because my knees hit the table when I did it, or the desk. But fast forward a few years later, I found the bicycle, or the pedals, on top of my freezer in the garage. So that tells you how much I've been using it. But I've moved my office around so much that I broke my desk and the legs are falling off. And so I really didn't want my computer sitting on that desk. I can straighten them and make them stand up, but I didn't want them it to fall with my computers. So I have a table that I used in my Pink Zebra business that you can make higher. So I've raised that up, and this morning while I did my reports and got ready for my lessons tomorrow, I just pedaled away. So hopefully I will get some of that exercise in this year. All right, so back to my topic here. I kind of birdwalked there. Sorry about that. But have you ever wished that you could have some magical potion that would help make things better in your life? I tell you what, I have found something as close to magic as I've ever found in my life. And that is my CBD oil. This stuff is amazing. Every day somebody will tell me what it's helping them with, and it's just like, it's unbelievable. And if you can't read this over here, it says 1 medicine for 10 problems, not 10 medicines for 1 problem. So that's the most exciting, or one of the most exciting parts to me, is I've got to kiss all those medications goodbye, and all I have to do is this. And I'm a horrible pill taker and swallower. So I just put this under my tongue, and voila, twice a day. And I am dancing in the kitchen and just feeling so, just loving life. But speaking of drop, I watched a video this week, and I am just, because I'm going to be teaching you guys, I am learning and watching and studying everything that I can. And there was a video on what is a drop. And you don't think about things like that, but people always say, well, how do I take it? And I said, we'll just start with 4 or 5 drops. Well, what is a drop? And I know I've had some customers that just blew through those bottles, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how much are you taking? But, you know, they didn't understand drop. So I'm going to show you just here in my hand. When I say a drop, if you can see that fall, it's just about, watch that, the amount that you would put in your eye. So it's very little there in my hand. So if you're thinking about putting an eye drop in your eye, that's just about enough. And don't just swallow them, because if you'll put them under your tongue, then they absorb, and hold them there for a minute or two. They'll absorb and get in your system faster than if you swallow it and it has to go through all your intestines inside. And if you're having trouble knowing, because they're so light, it's hard to tell when the drop touches underneath your tongue. So I look in a mirror to watch. Some people have suggested putting them in a spoon and just drop them in a spoon and then drop that in your mouth. I know for me, 4 or 5 drops is just about 1/4 of a drop or 2. So you can kind of tell that. Some people are taking whole dropper, and you may need that, but most people don't. So less is more. If you don't need it, don't take that much, because it's not going to make you feel any better if you take too much. So, let's see. What else did I have for you today? If you want more information on there's a Facebook page that I'll talk to you about. I'm going to see if I can, oops, wrong mouse. That mouse doesn't work for this computer. I'm going to see if I can share my screen with you right quick and show you this page. Whoops, it's disappeared. Let me drag it back up here. Okay, there it is. So if I add you to this page, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to say Success Team right here. And you're going to see the little hemp leaf. And when you want to know about something, you just click right over here under Search This Group, and you can type in whatever you're interested in. If you're having trouble with, let's say, focus issues, so you just type in focus issues in the search bar, and then it just pops up with all the testimonials and what people have said about focus issues and whether or not it's helped them in that area. If you have other people that you're trying to talk into trying CBD oil and they're not quite sure and they want to research, you can add people too. Right here it says add members. So you'll just click there, and as long as they are your friend on Facebook, just type their name in and they're added to the group. And then as you are reading and learning yourself, if you see a post that, like this one here, has plantar fasciitis. I mean, I run into so many people, including myself, that have that. And so you can just, in the comments, type the @ sign and their name, and that will tag them, and they can go in and read that post too. So it's just a really good tool. There's nobody trying to sell you anything there. They're just trying to educate you. So that is, that's a really cool thing. All right, let me stop sharing. There we go. All right, so I think that's all I have today, except for if you are still wanting to give the sample pack a try. I got 25 more of them, but I am going to be at First Monday this weekend, and I can't promise you I will have them after this weekend. So if you want one, they are $12. They were $10, but I figured out I'm losing money because I'm having to pay for the shipping. So I'm doing 12 now, and just give me a call and I'll get one to you before I head out to First Monday, because they are a hot item there because people want to give it a try. So good luck with your New Year's resolutions. Happy New Year, and I will be talking to you again soon. Make it a great day.